So hello guys, welcome to my channel once again, and this time I'm going to react to the next segment of the competition of Miss Grand Thailand 2024 and or I think 2025. I think they are going 1 year ahead of the ongoing year. So if it is because it is written 2025. So let's see. I think in this segment contestants I am like seeing few girls started to come on the stage, and I think these girls are actually, or these ladies are actually, the contestants of the show. So let's see if these are contestants, how good, how high caliber they are having, uh, and how good performers on the stage they are having. So exactly, like, we will have some idea how they will going to perform in the swimsuit round. So without any further ado, let's start the video and let's see what kind of girls in this year we have actually got. So let's start the video. See, I think contestants have started to come and they will going to introduce themselves. Uh, so I have my own copy and a pen, and I will start jotting down the number of the contestants, because it is very difficult to like have a pronunciation of the name of any other country people. So I will just jot down the number, and I will tell you who all are my favorites. For first contestant, I will say that by the side angle, I saw that her knees were not straight. So, since it is a Miss Grand Thailand uh, national pageant, I will definitely pinpoint the mistake, even though all the contestants will not do a lot of like huge mistake, because they are trained by the huge, like, best of the best trainers. So I have to pinpoint the mistake. Otherwise, how can I pick the best contestant, because everyone is good in their own way. So I have to pinpoint. And for the first contestant, I will say that uh, she was very, you can say, she does not have that X factor according to me, and also her knees were bent. It was not completely straight. So those are the two things I will say that it's a negative thing. Other than that, everything is positive. SBR2. So she was very nice, very enthusiastic, very passionate, very joyful, very bubbly. She was actually enjoying her performance, and that is why I really liked her. Because of the huge long dress, I cannot see her movement, her leg movements. So I cannot judge her performance like based on technical aspect. But then she was very nice. No negative thing as such. Okay, so starting from the positive point, I will say that she was enjoying her performance. I really like the contestant who enjoys her performance, More than focusing on the technical part, they should focus on more on the expression or the enjoying part, according to me. But the negative part, if I have to talk about the negatives, her performance was very lackluster, to say the least. Her performance does not have that X factor. Also, her knees were not straight. Also, I saw that she took one twirl, or maybe twice she took the twirl, and it was not a good twirl. Instead, she should have continued walking. But that is the thing. Like her technicalities were not strong. That is what I will like to say. Other than that, she literally enjoyed her performance. So she's not in my list, but I really appreciate the fact that she wanted to do something different. Even though she was lacking in technicalities, but she has that in my mind that what she should do. So I appreciate her for that. So I'm jotting down the name of SBR4, and it is because I really liked her performance. There is no such negative. Instead, I would like to say that I actually enjoyed her performance. She was very full of expressions, and she was very charming. She has that X factor, and that is why I really liked her performance. Nothing much to say. So let's talk about contestant number 5 performance. I'll say that it looks very, it does not look very natural. She was very engaging, like she knew what she was doing, and it was like I appreciate her that she wanted to do a lot of things and she wanted to keep the audience excited and full of fun. So I appreciate her for that. But her performance was very, you can say it looks forced. It does not look natural. and a lot of sudden moves were there. Like the transition should be smooth according to me, but in her case the transitions were very uh, it was very, you can say, very forced, very unnatural, very, it looked very artificially, it was coming, it appears to be like that. So that is the negative, but apart from that, she was actually a good, she's a good contender. I'm not jotting down her number because I'm like pinpointing the mistakes, and based on her, I'm finding her some negative on her. So that is why I'm not jotting down her name, but she is actually a good contender. Like a lot of sudden movements are there. I'm jotting down her name because I'm finding her very interesting, full of fun, have a lot of charm. Uh, I still am not very convinced by her overall demeanor that she, whether she has that winner vibe or not, but at least she's in the game, you can say. So she's in my list. So obviously she's in my list, and contestant number seven, if I have to say, she is very intelligent because she knows the camera angle and how to play with it. So as far as I can see, she is very playful, and she has a very good camera presence. Very beautiful performance. Talking about this contestant, she is one of my favorite till now because her performance has that winner vibe. She has that look, that demeanor, that physicality, the grace which she is carrying herself. Everything uh, points out to be as a, winner kind of vibe. That, like those contestants who becomes winner, she symbolizes them. So you can say that her overall performance was very beautiful. She came out as a very natural performer. Nothing came out as a, you know uh, like forced or something which she is trying too hard. It does not came out like that. It was very smooth. Also, I remembered that contestant number 8 has the very straightest leg I have seen till now. Her technicalities were very strong. Now let's continue. So talking about contestant number 9, she has two problems. One, her movements looks forced. Second is she did chin chuck, meaning like that, moving your head up and down very like, and her chin chuck were like not very aggressive, which was good, which was a good sign. But even then, I don't appreciate a chin chuck. So I will say that that is a negative thing. But apart from that, her performance is decent. It's not bad. She comes out as a decent performer, and she was good. She was good. It's just that she should not do chin chuck. It's not a good sign. So talking about contestant number 10, I don't like her performance. It's because her walk is very aggressive. Like she walks, I mean she was walking like very fast, and because of that, it came out very aggressive. So that is first thing. Second thing is, um, you can say it was she's not a natural performer. You can say that she came out to be a little bit forced. Like she was trying hard to portray herself something like this. So she came out like that, and like obviously she is beautiful, and she has good technicalities, but then no X factor. That is where she is lacking. Her performance was good, but I feel bad for this girl because I think that they will not going to choose her, not because she has not performed well, but because she does not fit into the uh, mold of the you can say the prototype of the candidates which makes the cut. So she does not fit into that mold. Uh, rather, you can say that, like, by her looks, by her physicalities, by her, even she was wearing braces. I am very like doubting on the judges part whether they will uh, like make her proceed to the next round or not. I'm not very convinced like on that part. Other than that, her performance was decent. She was not having that X factor, but of course she was not lacking anywhere. That's the thing. So, okay, talking about the contestant number 12, I really um, didn't find any negatives. Though I feel like she does not have that X factor, but her technicalities were good, her expressions were good, she was changing the expressions continuously, so it is a good sign. And yeah, she is having a good physicality, very nice demeanor. So overall, she is a good performer. It's just that I cannot see that X factor. That's it. Okay, she's a bubbly girl, but I have to admit that her performance was the worst. I mean, her technicalities were very weak. Like her knees were not straight. She was literally bouncing when she was walking, and very forced walk, very unnecessary drama. I know that drama is required in Miss Grand, but then it should be with a good sense of technicalities, or you can say a sense of presentation. Everything should be, good. And then if you are doing little bit of drama, it's okay. If like adding a spice to your performance is not bad. It's just that if you are giving a performance like this, then the drama looks like excess. It is big. It becomes worst. So yeah, she was the worst performer till now for me. And also, if I have to point out, I will also say that her hand posture was very awkward. It was also wrong because she was keeping the hand always on the shoulder, which is not the right way of doing the ramp walk. If you're on the ramp walk, keep the hands down, and when you're finally like at the end position, or at the in the final first position, starting position, you are giving the pose, then you can keep the hands on your waist. But while having the ramp walk, you should never have your hands on your waist. And she has continuously kept her hands on the waist, and also the hands were moving in a very uh, you can say, in a very awkward way. Yes. So this contestant number 14, she is my favorite contestant as of the moment. Her performance was very beautiful. She executed her entire performance. She summed up the entire performance so beautifully, so gracefully. She added the spice, but her still the performance was very much organized, very structured, even. So this kind of performance I really appreciate, that you want to add this spice, you want to add some drama, but still your technicalities are on point, your performance is on point, you're not compromising with any other things. So that is why I really loved her performance. Beautiful performance. I'm jotting down the name of the like the number of the contestant number 15 in my list. I'm adding her in my list, but I'm not very convinced by her performance. Like she was not enjoying her performance. That's the problem. She was not smiling. She was not joyful. I can just see that she was trying to be very, like very sensual, very glamorous, that kind of girl, very diva-ish kind of girl. So I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong in that, but then you should like give some kind of different expression. You cannot have that same sexy expression throughout your performance. So that is where she lacks. Other than that, her performance was good. So talking about contestant number 16, I really loved her performance. She was very cheerful, very joyful. She was enjoying her performance. She was a character, you can say that. She knew that she was considering herself as the main character, main lead, you know, and I really like those people, who give so much of importance to them. I really like her because of that. She was considering herself as the main character, and I like that personality. So overall, she is definitely in my list, and I like her performance. Not still convinced as the winner, but definitely as a good contestant, good caliber potential contestant. So I really liked her performance. Um, she was having that control. Her performance was in a very. She put her performance. She gave her performance in a very controlled way, and I can say that she knew what she was doing, and that is what I like the most. It's a very structured and organized performance, and she didn't do anything extra, but still it came out as a very good performance, very strong. So I have added her in my list. I will say about her that she became nervous. I don't know her language, but still I can say that she became nervous during the speaking round, and while she was giving the introduction, she started fumbling. Very small amount of time, like fraction of second, but still it will be considered. And she came out as a nervous and underconfident girl, and I'll not judge her like too fast because there are next rounds as well. But still, if I have to make a list, I have to consider this thing as well. And I will say that I will not add her in my list, even though she is very bubbly, a very fun kind of girl. But still, her performance was not very strong. For SBR 20, I will say that her performance was lackluster. Still, there's no problem in her technicality. It's just that I don't find her um, very strong. Like she does not give me an impression where I can remember her. Still, I will add her to my list because I feel like she might give me a surprise because it is too early to judge. But still, she should do something extraordinary in the next rounds if she qualifies. Okay, okay, nothing special, but I will add her in my list. It's because she has not done something wrong. She was doing everything which I considered to for a contestant to do. So she has done everything from her part, but it's just that she is lacking in the X factor. I don't see her to be as a winner. Okay, I will say that she is a strong contender. Uh, Not considering her yet as a winner because her physicality is very different from the like the prototype which we see usually. She is different from that, but still, I'll say that her performance was very engaging, and you cannot get bored even for a fraction of second. She has given very beautiful performance, and her technicalities were very strong. Her legs were straight, her hands were moving in a coordinated way, and her body was erect. It was a beautiful performance, you can say. I'm jotting down the contestant number 23 in my list, and I'm adding her basically. It's because her performance was beautiful, nothing wrong in that. It's just that she did so many toll, and it was not even a like good toll, you can say. It was a you see mannequins in the mall and they are continuously moving. That kind of a toll she had, and I do not appreciate it. But since she gave otherwise a very beautiful performance, I'm adding her in my list. Okay, I will not add her in my list. I will defend her by saying that she was doing everything which a performer should do to engage the audience. But for me, it was too much. It was too much. She was trying so hard, and I don't appreciate this fact. She was not like she, let alone the to be natural. She was very. She looked like she's being programmed to do this. She does not even appear to be as a human being. So no, I'm not adding her in my list. Though I will definitely say that she is very gorgeous, she is having beautiful body, beautiful posture, but then no, too much drama is there. Too much eye winks, too much hand movements. I don't appreciate it. For contestant number 25, I will say that she's a very confident performer. She was very subtle. No, she was not trying very hard. She gave a very subtle yet powerful performance. I appreciate those kind of performances. I will say about contestant number 26 that her technicalities are weak and her leg movements were not uh, accurate, you can say. It was not straight. Even there was no charm, you can say. It looked like she's being programmed and then she is doing it. Very it it was not coming from heart, you know. There was no emotion attached to the performance. So I'm not adding her in my list. I think that this part of this segment of the competition is over, and I have definitely my favorites. I have not completely jotted it down who were my favorites, but definitely there were two contestants whom I feel that they have a lot of caliber. One contestant is contestant number like SBR 14, which I found very, like, her performance was very beautiful, and one of the contestant was, I forgot, but I think it was 6, 7, or 8. I One of them, like, there were two contestants whose performance I liked the most, and well, my list. Talking about my list, I will say that I have jotted down my favorite, and there were 26 contestants were there. 26. So among those 26, my favorites were 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. These were my, like, not favorites, but you can say I have some expectations from them. My favorites are two contestants. Definitely I will check out who those contestants are, and in the next segment I will tell you. And well, I have to count how many contestants are in my list. So there are 16 contestants who have made it in my list among 26. So I mean, it is a good, you can say, percentage or number. So there are a good batch. It is a good batch. It is a strong batch because most of the girls have made it in my list. And in the next segment, actually, I will make sure to deduct more girls and make sure to take out the best of the best. You know, the creamy layer. So till now, there are 16 contestants. Let's see whether these 16 contestants continues to be in my list in the next segment, or will they drop the ball? So, or maybe some other contestants, the remaining 10 would surprise me and starts to be in my list. You never know, anything can happen. So let's end this video here, and before ending this video, I will request you all to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down in the comment section about your opinions, thoughts, and suggestions. If you want to give any, or your feedbacks, you can definitely give it in the comment section. And yeah, let's end this video here, and let's meet in the next segment of the competition.